Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to check out the demo for Sonic Frontiers. We are going to check this out on the Switch. I don't know if there's a demo for the PS4 or PS5 or whatever else this game is out on. But, ooh, what kind of actions do we get? Action style, high speed style. Recommended for people who are used to Sonic, not used to Sonic. Let's go with action. Not that I'm not used to Sonic, but the demo has a time limit of 15 minutes. Okay, cool. But yeah, another reason why I'm sort of breaking up the Super Lord Bowser world, and why this video is coming out today, is because today, well, in Canada anyways, it's called Bell Let's Talk Day. Basically, it's initiative. Well, Bell, first of all, is a company in Canada. They're like a phone and a cable company, stuff like that. But they started this initiative maybe 10 to 15 years ago or so, to talk about mental health. And mental health is something that I'm particularly passionate about. I've shared in some of my videos before, like things like, cloud levels and levels in Mario Maker that don't have a ground, they tend to give me anxiety and stuff like that. But I never really go into that much detail about my particular, I guess, struggles or just like my mental health in general. There are times that I talk about it when, I mention it in replying to comments from time to time. I was actually debating whether or not I should make a video like this. But then I thought about it and I thought that it was kind of ironic that the one thing that was holding me back from making this video, that being like anxiety and how people might feel about its reception, was basically what the whole video is going to be about. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm going to make this video. I'm just going to talk here for a bit. I don't necessarily know how this video is going to be received, if anybody's going to watch it or not. I know that on my channel, a lot of non-Mario Maker videos tend to not get as many views as the Mario Maker ones, or just Mario ones in general. But, that being said, I'm going to put this out here and we're going to see how it goes. So yeah, basically talking about mental health, I guess I always felt what is considered anxiety, but back when I was a kid, nobody really talked about mental health or anything like that. Definitely not like it's talked about today. But I would feel things like feelings of nervousness or just general sadness, I guess, that comes with like depression and stuff like that. But I never really knew how to... Holy crap, this game is controlling very weird. Okay, let's sort of learn the controls, I guess. Yeah, I never really knew how to describe how I was feeling. And really, because of this Bell Let's Talk initiative, I guess I came to sort of better understand myself and the stuff that I was going through. Press B to jump. Perfect. And yeah, really it was because I used to watch this sports show. If target cursor is shown to homing attack by pressing Y. There was a sports show in Canada called Off the Record with Michael Landsberg, and he was the one that started talking about this mental health or his mental health and this initiative and everything like that about 10 years ago. And I guess that was sort of when I started to become more aware of, first of all, the things that I was going through. I'm not alone, but they also have a name. It helped me understand myself better, I guess you could say. Um, but I feel like it was about maybe 10 or so years ago that there was one day I was hanging out with a group of friends at one of my friends' house. They were having a barbecue, and basically I just sat in the yard the whole time. I didn't engage with anybody. I was just sort of sitting there on my own. People would try to talk to me. I wasn't really listening. And I was having a hard time breathing and like controlling my emotions and stuff like that. And thinking back on that moment now, that was like my first real panic attack that I can remember. I remember that I just sort of left by myself. I had a mental breakdown in my car. I was crying uncontrollably, and it was it was just very difficult, but I didn't know what was wrong or how to explain what was wrong or anything like that. I just felt really, really super off. And like I said, I was like crying like crazy. I was just not in a good place. Um, and yeah, I had some really, really dark thoughts at that time. Um, Thankfully, pulled through it, got over well that particular moment. I've had many more sort of these episodes since then, but it was sort of that moment that made me realize that maybe I should speak to somebody and get some help. And I didn't end up speaking to, well, went to my doctor and he put me on medication, and that helped for a while, but medication also, the medication that I was on just made me feel very, very off, and like I didn't feel like my normal self. I felt, I described it as basically feeling like a zombie or a robot of myself. Um, but it helped sort of control some of these emotions that I had, which I guess was a good thing. Holy notifications, Batman. Okay, I can't get off of this screen apparently. Oh, we're learning stuff. Cool. Didn't we just learn how to do a homing attack? Why are they teaching us this again? I appreciate all these tutorials, but I really just kind of want to run around and explore, especially since I only have 15 minutes. Ooh, let's go up here. Um, I totally lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, I was talking about being on medication and stuff like that. Um, yeah, the medication that I was on, I just found it wasn't really for me. It was not really my, like, it made me feel too disconnected from myself, I guess. Um, so like about 5 years ago, ooh, I decided to stop taking the medication, and thankfully I felt like I was in a better place to control all of my anxiety and depression and stuff. And I mean, I still have plenty of episodes where I might feel anxious or depressed or something like that, but I feel like I have tools. I'm better equipped to deal with it. Um, so, for example, one of the things that I decided to do a couple of years ago, Ninja, hello. Guardians are very powerful. They're bigger and have special attacks. Study their moves to find an opening. Did I not? Holy bananas. Do I want to fight this thing? I don't know. That seems kind of scary right now. um, But yeah, that's one of the reasons too why I decided to start making these videos and just like playing games and stuff like that, is because I found that it helped with my mental health, my anxiety, and all of that stuff. And yeah, I know that well, I've been told that in some of my videos, like I come across as sad or tired or stuff like that. A lot of that is just because I'm having a bad mental health day, but I almost feel the need to record because I don't want to let people down. And I know that there are a lot of times in my videos where I say, like, I might not record anything for a couple days, but then I get this fear of, well, what's happened in the past before is if I take a bit of a break, people start to unsubscribe, which kind of sucks, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I'm doing it for my own mental health. But even though I take this break for my mental health, oh, I'm dead. Even though I'm taking this break for my mental health, um, it still goes haywire because I'm like, well, what happens if people decide not to watch my videos anymore? Which has happened many times in the past. I get the same thing too when I am playing a game that I feel like people aren't going to be interested in. So, like, for example, recently I played the escape room game, and I was terrified that people were going to unsubscribe to my channel. Even like, I know that those videos don't get any views, and one of the things that I do want to do is grow the channel and maybe do something with it one day if possible. But yeah, I was really afraid that people were going to stop watching. It's like, I feel like people are only interested in the Mario Maker and not necessarily interested in me, which is totally fine. I get it. I watch certain things because I'm interested in the game and not necessarily the person as much, but still, I don't know, it's kind of scary to deal with. Okay, I have no idea what we're doing in this game. I'm just kind of running around. I'm not going to lie. Oh yeah, so we're looking for these ancient switch things. Wonder how much time I have left. Apparently I've been recording for about 12 minutes so far, so I don't know. Ooh, what's over here? But yeah, I feel like there's a lot more that I could talk about with this. I don't necessarily, I don't know, you know me. A lot of times when I talk, I tend to lose my train of thought and stuff like that. So I'm not necessarily sure what I am trying to say or where I'm going with this. But I kind of just wanted to have a conversation about it. And if this helps even one person, then that's really awesome. Okay, what am I doing here? L plus ZR. Oh, there we go. Press R to lock on. Okay. L plus ZR. Oh, he didn't jump. Oh, I have to press L. Okay. What is press A in the air? It goes so fast. Oh well, I tried. Chain combo attacks. Am I doing good? Excuse me, Mr. Sonic, am I doing a good job? I feel all distracted now from what I was talking about because of this tutorial. Okay, 59 combo. That's not too bad, I think. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just focusing on the screen right now. Okay, well, I guess that is my 15 minutes of fame with Sonic Frontiers. There is one more thing that I haven't talked about, um, both on the channel and really not with anybody in particular. But just coming back to the whole mental health thing. So back in November, I had to actually call an ambulance for my dad, and pretty much for the past 2 months now, my dad has been in the hospital. Um, I'm not entirely sure what is wrong necessarily with him, but he does have dementia and he does have some other health problems as well. Um, but he's been in the hospital for a couple of months now, and he is unfortunately not going to be leaving the hospital anytime soon or at all. And it's been really hard to deal with. Um, Basically, over the holidays, he decided that he didn't want any more treatment. He's just going to keep taking his regular meds. But unfortunately, that means that he won't be able to leave the hospital. Um, and yeah, I don't know what exactly is going to happen at all or when it's going to happen. But if I ever do stop making videos for either like a few days, a few weeks, a few months, chances are that's what I'm dealing with. And yeah, I just figured that I would share that with whoever is still watching this. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say about any of this. Um, but basically, the whole moral of the story is take care of your mental health, be good to one another, um, just be good people, be a good friend, be a good family member, be a good role model in society, and just take care of yourself as best as you can, because that's all you can do at the end of the day. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. If you have anything that you want to say in the comments, please do so. We're going to get back to Super Lord Bowser World tomorrow. But until then, have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.